Travels of Marco Polo, Chapter 32, of the province of Vokan and an ascent for 3 days, and the effect of the great elevation upon fires. Leaving the province of Balasan and traveling in a direction between northeast and east, you pass many castles and habitations, on the banks of the river belonging to the brother of the king of that place, and after 3 days' journey reach a province named Vokan. This extends in length and width to a distance of 3 days' journey. The people are Mahometans, have a distinct language, are civilized in their manners, and are considered valiant in war. Their chief holds his territory as a fief dependent upon Balasan. They have various ways of taking wild animals. On leaving this country and proceeding 3 days, still in an east-northeast course, ascending mountain after mountain, you at length arrive at a point of the road where you may well think the surrounding summits to be the highest lands in the world. Here, between 2 ranges, you see a large lake from which flows a handsome river, a tributary of the upper Oxus River, that follows a course along an extensive plain covered with the richest verdure. Such indeed is its quality that the leanest cattle turned out upon it would become fat in the course of 10 days. In this plain there are wild animals in great numbers, particularly sheep of a large size, having horns 3, 4, and even 6 palms in length. Out of these the shepherds make ladles and vessels for holding their victuals, and with the same materials they construct fences for enclosing their cattle and safeguarding them against the wolves, with which, they say, the country is filled, and which destroy many of these wild sheep or goats. Their horns and bones being found in large quantities, heaps are made of them at the side of the road for the purpose of guiding travelers when the road is buried in snow. For 12 days the course is along this elevated plain, which is named Pamir Plateau. And as during all that time you do not meet with any habitations, it is necessary to make provision at the outset accordingly. So great is the height of the mountains that no birds are to be seen near their summits, and however extraordinary it may be thought, it is affirmed that from the rareness of the air, fires when lighted do not give the same heat as in lower locations, nor produce the same effect in cooking food. After having performed this journey of 12 days, you have still 40 days to travel, in the same direction over the mountains and through valleys, in endless succession, passing many rivers and tracts of desert, without seeing any habitations or verdure. Every article of provision must therefore be carried along. This region is called Belor. Even amid the highest of these mountains there lives a tribe of savage, ill-disposed, and idolatrous people, who subsist upon the animals they can destroy and clothe themselves with the skins. Chapter 33 of the city of Kashgar. At length you reach a place called Kashgar, which, it is said, was formerly an independent kingdom, but is now subject to the dominion of the Great Khan. Its inhabitants are of the Mahometan religion. The province is extensive and contains many towns and castles, of which Kashgar is the largest and most important. The language of the people is peculiar to themselves. They subsist by commerce and manufacture. They have handsome gardens, orchards, and vineyards. An abundance of cotton is produced here, as well as flax and hemp. Merchants from this country travel to all parts of the world, but in truth they are a wretched, sordid race, eating badly and drinking worse. Besides the Mahometans, there are among the inhabitants several Nestorian Christians, who are permitted to live under their own laws and to have their churches. The extent of the province is 5 days' journey.